In today's video, we'll be surviving 15 days on this survival island. Our objectives are to build a comfy base and get at least one piece of armor. Without further ado, let's get started. I spawned in on day 1 underwater and quickly swam up to the surface. After I got to the island, I quickly found a tree and started chopping it down. I then got wooden tools and started digging down to get some cobblestone. After getting a sustainable amount of cobblestone, I quickly upgraded to stone tools. After crafting stone tools, I quickly looked around and saw some sheep and decided to murder them. After I killed the sheep, I decided to get some wood to start building my base. So watch this montage of me building a base. And ta-da! I know it's not much, but it will keep me safe for the night. After I finished my base, I quickly started exploring the island to find some sheep and food. I then saw a turtle, so I went over and started harassing it. Turns out there were 2 turtles. As the sun of day 1 was slowly setting, I watched the sunset. On day 2, I broke out of my little ditch and started exploring the island for resources. I then got some leaf litter to use as fuel for the furnace as I'm not rich enough to afford coal yet. I then found a wandering trader, so I decided to check out what he was selling. He had very bad traits, so I decided to unalive him. After I killed him, his little llamas decided to harass me. For the rest of day 2, I went underwater and started hunting fish like a caveman. This salmon was running away from me, so I decided to chase after it. For the rest of day 2, I watched the sunset. Then I went back to my little ditch, and since I don't have a bed yet, I have to spend the whole night in there. Early on day 3, I decided to get some wood for my ultimate comfy base. I then cleared an area for my farm. I then decided to do some fish hunting because my food was running out. While exploring, I also found 2 chickens, but I decided to leave them alone. On day 4, I started to bone meal the grass and get some seeds for my farm. After that, I hunted some salmon because I was running out of food. Salmons are honestly so annoying to catch. They always run away when I'm near them. See? Like, for God's sake, you're gonna despawn anyways. Just let me eat you. I also trapped a chicken. For the rest of day 4, I watched the sunset and went into my little base again. While exploring on day 5, I found some coal and I decided to mine it because I was so done with using leaf litters. I then started planting some saplings because I will need a lot of wood later on in the video when I build my base. It was also raining the whole day and I didn't know what else to do. And as usual, I started hunting some salmon again because my caveman instincts kicked in. I also got some armor from a drown, so my first objective is done. While planting my farm, I saw a chicken, so I decided to trap it and spent a few minutes trying to trap it because this annoying chicken wouldn't get in. I had to make the hole bigger because this chicken was too fat to fit in. I had to make it bigger the second time because it was still too fat, and it finally got in. And for the rest of day 5, I just started exploring because I didn't know what else to do. On day 6, I started chopping a lot of wood to start with my base. As usual, I also hunted some more salmon. I then watched the sunset of day 6. Early on day 7, I started clearing the sand to start building my ultimate comfy base. So watch me suffer. And for the next 7 days, I worked on my base. Halfway building the base, I realized I still need to do some terraforming because my base wouldn't fit. I also added a little plantation area so I wouldn't run out of food. And after adding a few more torches, I was finally complete with my ultimate base. After 7 days, I was finally done with my beach house. So here's a little tour of my base in case you guys were wondering. It's such an improvement from my old base. On my final day on this world, I started just exploring nearby islands and some land that I found. And then I realized that day 15 was way too short, but I still don't care. It's still a video. Also, here's a cool island I found while I was exploring. I then started exploring the island and comparing it to day 1 because when I spawned in, it was such a barren place where everything that spawned would die, but now I turned it into a paradise. For the last time, I watched the sunset of the last day. I then went back to my base and slept for the last time on this world. On day 15, instead of doing anything emotional, I just lived. I can subscribe.